back with comedian David Boyle, and I'm quitting alcohol. And it's fucking Monday again. It's that fucking nasty day of the week when you realize you're a fucking failure. None of your dreams panned out. Now you gotta drudge into whatever fucking shitty job you got. I realized just before I started recording this that every Monday I come on and start shitting on everyone and how they have to go back to their shitty lives and their shitty jobs on Monday as if I don't have to. I have to as well. I'm basically talking to myself. I've been talking like I'm some carefree fucking full-time comedian waking up at fucking 11:30. I'm waking up at fucking 5. If I want to talk about a shitty job, I can just talk about my current fucking job. It's fucking Monday. Look at you scumbags going back to your job while I have to do exactly the same fucking thing. And the last few Mondays I've been doing a segment I call My Shitty Jobs. And I've been talking about my past jobs. I could honestly just talk about my fucking current job, where on Wednesday I crushed my fucking finger and broke it in 2 places. And now it's the size of a small penis. A semi-erect small penis. So if any of you can just write to me and help me get through the week, that'd be appreciated, because I didn't realize I'm in exactly the same fucking position as you. I've done many a job. I'll tell you that right now. I'm a man of many, many talents. There isn't much I haven't thrown my hat in the ring for. I've done a lot of jobs. I've never been secure in any of my jobs. I've always been on the edge of being fired at every job I've ever held. My previous job, there was like a window of like 3 months there where I felt safe. And then after that, it was like tightrope walking. This one, I feel safe at the moment, but you know, I'm going to get over it soon enough. The job I was thinking about, I used to bartend. Every single job I've had, I've turned up violently hungover. I used to bartend in Sydney at the racecourse, Randwick. I was employed as a bartender, but my real occupation was to see how much money I could steal from the till. That was my main job there. And there was only really work on race days, on big race days, so it was always fucking busy. Back then, one of the biggest race days of the year was the Epsom Mile. And I turned up to that shift as hungover as a human being can possibly be. I was shaking, I was sweating, I was fucking throwing up. 3 minutes before I went into that shift, I was throwing up. And then I went in and I was a fucking mess. I didn't know what the fuck was happening. Every time I had to pour a fucking Jim Beam or a fucking vodka, I threw up a little bit in my mouth. About 2 hours into it, I was like, I don't know if I can fucking do this anymore. And the good thing was there would be about 20 people at the bar, so you could fucking disappear for a little while. And I used to do that all the time. I used to disappear to transfer the money I had stolen from my pocket to my underwear. That's usually why I left. But you could just completely disappear for like an hour if you knew how to play the game. I knew how to play the game. I know how to bludge. Don't worry about that. So this day I was just too hungover. Hour into the shift, I'm like, fuck this. I need to go throw up. And there was like 50,000 people there that day. It was fucking packed for the Epsom Mile. But I knew this little toilet in this secret area out the back that barely anyone went to. I was like, fuck it, I'll just go there and I'll just sit in the toilet and I'll just throw up and I'll just fucking do nothing for an hour. And so I get there, and luckily enough, the disabled fucking toilet was empty. So I went in there and I had like a little hotel room to myself. That's what it felt like. The disabled toilet was clean. It was a big room by itself. I didn't have to share it with anyone, and I just locked the door. And it was like a fucking Hilton, and I just started throwing up. Then resting, completely laid out on the ground, trying to sleep. I got a toilet roll, used it as a pillow, and then I'd spew up again, and then I'd go back to my little bed. And then people started finding the fucking toilet. I was getting to bang on the door every like fucking few minutes. I was like, these cunts have found it. But I'm like, who cares? I've got the door locked. It's fine. Every 2 minutes, some drunk cunt would bang on this fucking disabled toilet door, trying to use the disabled toilet like I was. But I didn't give a fuck. I just kept on throwing up and falling asleep. And so after about 20 minutes, half an hour of people just banging on the door, I was like, fuck. They're going to call security at some point and try and get this door opened. I might as well wrap it up. And so I fucking got up and I opened the door and there was a dude in a wheelchair patiently sitting out the front of the disabled toilet. I'm like, oh, so that wasn't crowds of people. That was just you waiting for the toilet, was it? Your toilet. There was nothing I could say to him either. I was like, sorry, mate. I'm fucking hungover. He's like, yeah, well, thank you. Thank you for finally coming out. Like, do you want to get karate kicked off that fucking chair? I don't need that sass right now. That was just one of the days I was hungover at one of my jobs. That's it. That's me done. Monday. Enjoy the rest of your Monday. You peasants having to go to work to a job you hate exactly like I do. Alright, that's me done. Add me on Instagram. I'm almost up to the 260 people mark. Be a big event when I hit the 260. So I'm Boyle Comedy. Add me there. I'm Facebook and Twitter as well. Also, if you're enjoying the podcast, subscribe, rate and review. And share it with your mates. Alright, see you later.